wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain. I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints. Money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague. We all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name. All our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be. Living in a time where disease is on every screen. I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering. Negativity is a plague for the mentally weak. No mercy, all I got is working. Never stop searching, never quench the thirsty. I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic you can't stop it. It's been chronic since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic.
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em. Make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em. If you take off the cast, you can see all the healing. If the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas. No, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic. Sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah. If I ever play, I want it, you know that I'm always honest. Stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah. Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything. It's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease. But I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy. I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity. Come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless. Spread just like a virus, living in a crisis. Do you feel courageous? Do you seek greatness? Trust me.
Awesome power of nature, hot excitement of freedom goes after you get struck by lightning. There's thunder.
Hey guys, what is up? What is up? Welcome to MK Headlines episode number 57. And guys, we got a big episode here today. I'm here with my co-hosts, Further AM and Next Shift Randy. How you guys doing, bro? How you guys doing?
I'm actually sick right now, so I'm a little under the weather, but I'm pretty good, man.
Oh man, I hope you feel better, bro. Feel better.
Yeah, get better, man.
Yeah.
I think I got that RSV. I think it's
Right. Yo, what up, normal guy?
the same thing AK had.
Yeah. That's been going around. Going around.
He's not the only person that I know who's gotten it.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of my friends got it. But first, I just want to say thank you to everybody for 15,000 total views on the Hardcore Sports Network. We just hit it last night.
Wow.
So thank you guys for all your support over there. I mean, we're going quickly. We're almost at 220 in the last 4 or 5 months. So thank you guys. That's really, really amazing. So especially thank you to Further AM and Next Shift Randy for all the work you guys been doing over there. So really appreciate it.
We're just having fun, that's all.
Yeah. We're just chilling.
We're just chilling.
Yeah, right. But we got to go into this. Now, today we did have some news that Jalen Hurts did have a sprained shoulder and he may not play. But I was on the phone with our good buddy, AK Eagles, and he brought up a good point. Is Jalen Hurts actually injured? Because you guys know, he's not going to play. They're going to have the Dallas Cowboys focus on Gardner Minshew. And then a couple days later, it's like, Jalen Hurts is ready to go or something like that. So you kind of screw him up a little bit, F him up. So
yeah, kind of make them get ready for a quarterback that they might not actually see, right?
Yes, exactly. So, Randy, is he actually injured, you think?
Man, I mean, we all saw the hit. We all saw what happened. And then right after that play, he got up and threw a 35-plus bomb to A.J. Brown. Now, Jalen Hurts did say afterwards, even basically right afterwards when he got interviewed on the field, Pam Oliver asked him, she said, how's your shoulder? And he says, it's sore, but he is a man, and I say that because he is a man. He is a man that can deal with this pain. I've seen it happen in many times when he played throughout his college career, and look at his even goes further to when he had that really bad high ankle sprain going into the playoffs last year, and he still was able to play. Now, obviously he was limited and vice versa, but I feel like if it was a lot worse, they probably would be just straight up and straightforward with telling us, listen, Hurts is going to be out for a couple games. We got 3 remaining. We need to just win 1 to clinch the home field advantage throughout the playoffs. This is the scenario that we're going to tackle with. Wish us the best, but they didn't. In fact, they actually come out and they doubled down and said Jalen might actually play come Saturday. So is he hurt? Most likely he's hurt. Of course he's dealing with something, but is it going to keep him out? That is the real question. And I actually feel like that might not be the case. I feel like I agree with AK. I feel like this is just a way to kind of like mess with the Cowboys and kind of get in their head a little bit. And like you said, like we just touched on at the beginning, Mitch, you kind of want them to kind of get ready for a guy that they might not actually even see. So
Exactly. AM, do you feel the same way about the whole thing with Jalen Hurts? Is he actually injured?
Yeah, he has a shoulder sprain, and he's probably projected to be out for 2 weeks.
Okay,
So he's not going to probably play in the Saints game either.
In a little bit, Jerry, in a little bit. But so you don't think they're trying to mess up with the Cowboys? You don't think so at all? AM?
To kind of like just to fill the air, maybe in the sense that, like he said, if it is true and he is dealing with that shoulder strain and he can't come forward and go and play, then maybe that is the case, and like they're going to get him ready for Gardner Johnson, and potentially Gardner Minshew, and he does end up playing. It is what it is. But I mean, at this point right now, it's all speculation, and that's all we can do is speculate.
Yeah. So for me, I'm in a group chat with my family. So we talk about this all day, all night, and my dad and uncle are doctors. So it's like they're actually taking the fact like, oh, he should not even be playing. We need one more win. We need the Vikings to lose against the Giants and stuff like that. But I'm kind of on the fence with AK a little bit here. I'm kind of like getting that feeling because, Nick Sirianni has been, ever since he got hired by the Eagles, right? Mm-hmm. He was wearing like Iverson jerseys, Philly jerseys, Sixers, and stuff like that. So he really wants to beat Dallas. So it could happen. He could actually be screwing with the Dallas Cowboys. And if he actually does play, it's a good feeling. But if he does not play, it's like still a good feeling. But on that note, how do you guys feel about Gardner Minshew playing if Jalen Hurts does not play? Further, I'm going to start with you.
I'm fine with Gardner Minshew playing. I think it brings a surprise factor into this situation with the Cowboys we have here. Do you know what time the game's going to be played at? I didn't look at the schedule.
It's 4:25.
Oh, it's a 4 o'clock game? I thought maybe it might be a prime time. But it's a 4 o'clock, so... I mean, I think one factor, and we're going to get into a topic later, is if we utilize Dallas Goedert, because when we had Gardner Minshew play that game when Jalen Hurts was injured last year against the Jets, I do believe at week 15, after week 13, Jalen got hurt, and then we had it was week 13 last year with the Jets. That's when Gardner Minshew played. And he threw for over 240 yards. He got 2 TDs, and he was 20 for 25. He did actually pretty well. It was actually a really great game. And one thing that was really good about that game is Miles Sanders got over 120 yards rushing that game. You had Dallas Goedert getting over 100 yards that game and 2 TDs. So if Dallas Goedert's coming back, I really expect a really big game for Dallas Goedert. Especially since Minshew likes to throw to him.
Yeah, AK, we just touched up on that. If you want to pop in, AK, you're more than welcome to. Just pop in. And our special guest is actually Jerry Lee. So, what up, Jerry?
Yo. What's going on, guys?
How you doing, man?
What up, man? So, I wanted to ask you this, actually, Jerry. Is Jalen Hurts actually injured? Do you think he's actually injured?
Yes, he's injured, but I think he's going to play, dude. He's not going to let this go by with Micah talking that shit.
Right.
I think he's already circled it on the calendar, and there's nobody that's going to stop this guy from playing that day.
Yeah.
I just think he's really upset about that comment, and he wants to show them up.
I mean, yeah, I kind of agree with that, but it's just like I'm still questioning it, you know? I want him to play. I really do, and I still feel comfortable in Gardner Minshew playing because it's Uncle Rico. He can throw the ball over the mountains. But anyways, it's just like I think
I know it's scary.
Uncle Rico,
but-
we haven't heard that in a while.
I know it's scary, but just look at the way that he played after the hit. You know what I mean?
That's
He
what I was
finished the
saying,
game.
Jerry. Like the first play after that hit, he threw a 35-yard bomb to AJ.
Yeah, he's going to be all right, man. He's just got to loosen it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. So
To answer your other question, Mitch, is Uncle Rico, aka Minshew, a good enough serviceable backup if we need him? Guy has 6,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions on his career. Yeah, he's a solid serviceable backup.
Yeah. And well, that's another thing, too. I think Hurts has also taken notes around the league, too, like from Chris Sims and all these other bums talking crap about him, too. You know what I mean? He's not going to let Minshew walk in there and, have the day. You know what I mean? I just don't think it's going to go on, man. If it does, if it happens, so what? We're going to win anyway. Our
And
defense
like on
is
the
just been lights out.
And like on the telecast last night during the Rams versus Packers game, Booger McFarland even said, he goes, "This is AJ Brown. Remember, everybody, this is Jalen Hurts' MVP to lose." So like let's keep that in mind too. Like he was even saying, so if like Jalen doesn't end up playing, he's like, remember, this is the MVP. Like keep it a buck.
Right. So we had another big news today. Dallas Goedert has been activated, and he's supposed to be playing on Saturday. So Dallas Goedert
Yes,
is
sir.
playing in Dallas and is going to beat Dallas. So, Jerry, I'm going to start with you. How do you feel about Dallas Goedert playing, and is he going to make a big impact?
I knew he was coming back this week, man. I mean, he's ready. I mean, and it's awesome. It's amazing. He's the best tight end in the league. You know what I mean? And we've been missing him, honestly.
The best tight end, he's better than Kelsey, you think?
Yeah. I mean, he does more than Kelsey. Like as an all-around tight end, he is the best in the league. I mean, he's a blocking tight end. He catches. You know what I mean? He's all around.
Yeah. So I can definitely see that. So, further AM, what do you feel about Dallas Goedert? I know you talked about it a little bit, but
Yes. I think it's going to be a big impact because the game that Minshew played last year, he threw 2 TDs during that Jets game. Minshew threw 2 TD passes to Dallas Goedert. They were amazing. It looked really good. Sorry, I'm so sick right now. Forgive me. I'm having a hard time getting my thought here.
no, you're good, man. You're good.
But
Take your time.
Minshew, I really need Dallas Goedert to come back and have a good day because that was the guy he threw to. So I'm expecting it would be a lot of Minshew to either Stoll or Goddard. Miles Sanders should have an easy over 100-yard rushing day. I don't see why we shouldn't utilize our running game on
We'll
the
be
Dallas
talking about that
Cowboys.
later. Yes.
And where was Boston Scott this whole entire Bears game? He didn't even play one snap.
Who knows? But
He returned the ball.
yeah, he returns the ball. He's a returner now.
But he
Well-
didn't have it. He didn't even do that this game. He has no stats at all for the
No,
Bears.
he had a
Sure.
pretty
There's nothing.
He did.
Yeah, you did.
He has no stats right here.
I watched him return the ball, dude.
I did too.
But how come there's no stats on
I
it?
remember
I
yelling,
don't
Boston
know.
Scott returned the ball.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know
weird.
why it's not posted, but I watched it.
So Randy, how do you feel about Dallas Goedert?
Yeah, like I said last week, I knew he wasn't going to be playing that week when everybody thought that he would come back last week.
That got me.
But I knew this week would be the week that he comes back. Sorely missed, definitely. We missed that underneath guy. And like Jerry was heavily pointing at, he's one of our best run blockers as well. So it'd be nice to have him back as well. So now we can go with our 2 tight end set with Stahl and him if we want to go a heavy set and run the ball big with like the big boys. But yeah, I was happy to see him back.
Yep.
You're right,
All right.
Jerry. He did. He had 92 yards for kickoff returns.
Yeah,
But
he had
he
like
had
a 50
zero
yarder, I
rushing
think, didn't he?
attempts.
I was like, damn, what a run.
Zero. But I don't understand why we don't use him as a running potential opportunity.
That's just like
Boston
a whole nother,
Scott's really good.
that's like a whole nother to do. So
I mean,
He's too easy to bring down, man.
he's short, like me. Short.
I mean, if you're gonna use anybody, use Miles Sanders.
yeah, that's
Honestly,
true.
That's the whole point.
But
honestly,
we
they
don't
should
even
bring
use
that-
Miles Sanders, and aren't we going to bring that up here in a topic
they
coming up?
really should bring up Sermon.
Who's
honestly.
being-
Yeah,
Yeah, the
yeah,
one
don't
two
even
punch.
get me started on Sherman and Boston shot.
Yeah,
Don't even
I
get me
hear you, brother.
But real
we don't
quick.
use our running backs enough.
Yeah, real quick. We beat the Bears. Okay? It was ugly. Really ugly, but a W is a W. So
Well,
Randy,
Bears been playing teams pretty close, brother.
they
Bears
have.
have 5 losses by a 1 score. So yeah,
I know. So
they're
what
hard
was
to
the
play.
one thing you take away from this game?
Whew.
I got one, but I'm going last.
Even though we shot ourselves in the foot with like stupid penalties and like the interceptions and whatnot, we still found a way to come back and win this game. I mean, when it comes down to it, it comes down to the brass tacks. I mean, we've won some ugly ones this year. Let's keep it a buck. You know, the Houston Texans game, the Indianapolis Colts game, you know, they're a lot closer than we would like them to be. But I mean, in the end, winning football teams still come through and win. And that's what we did. So if I'm going to pick anything from this, is the fact that we got the fucking W. So
All right, Jerry.
Hey, we got the MVP. That's all I got to say.
Okay. AM.
I just hope Jalen Hurts gets well soon.
So that's okay. For me, can we make a tackle? Can we make a tackle, please? That's my one thing. Can we please make a goddamn tackle? Like, no one can tackle on this team anymore.
Yo,
Right.
it was cold out there, bro.
It was cold,
Yeah, it
yes.
was cold.
I get it, but you
It was cold, bro.
can still tackle. Like, come
It's
on.
hard to tackle in the cold, bro.
It is. It's like
Oh, yeah.
hitting a block of ice.
well, like they said, the ground's frozen, so it's like you hit a block of ice and then all of a sudden you fall on cement.
Yeah, no, it's like falling on an ice skating rink without
Yeah.
pads on.
Yo, it hurts. It hurts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I went ice skating again, and I thought I remembered how to ice skate from years ago. So I get right on the ice and just slip right on my ass, and it hurts so fucking bad, dude. So I know that field at Soldier Field was just as cold and hard.
I live in Canada. Enough said.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How's
it's
the
fucking
snow?
cold there, bro.
Mine's
And
45
Jerry,
right now.
that is one of my pet peeves about tackling. That's all I complain about. Yeah, halftime, me
Missed
and you on the
tackles.
same boat.
Yeah.
Me and you on the same boat. But it was this the worst game of Jalen Hurts this season. What is his worst game? Jerry, if you want to go first.
No, I don't think so. You know, I can't really say it is because the way he came back, and not just that, but the weather had a lot to do with the misplacement of the ball. So, I mean, a couple bad throws, but hey, they came back and kicked ass. So, I'm good with it.
Yeah. Randy.
The interceptions, yeah, for sure. Obviously, that was the big glaring thing. But I mean, the man still threw for 315 yards.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, when it comes down to the brass tacks, like I said, they screwed up, but in the end, they did enough to win the game.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's one play in that game where Nick Sirianni went for it on 4th down, and they were in field goal range, and I was like, kick the field goal, just take the 3 points. Like, just the way the defense was playing at that point, I was like, I feel like they'll stop us. And it was that play when he threw to A.J. Brown and the buddy was on him really good, Johnson, I believe, and he was able to smack the ball out of his hand. I was like, just take the 3 points. So if you think, obviously you can't say hindsight's 50-50 and look back, but obviously, add 3 more points, it's 28-20. So
Yes.
But at the same time, that wind was blowing, brother.
yes, true. But we were also on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, still though, man. They're
I,
kicking.
I would take
Soldier
with
Field
Jake
is a
Elliott to
extra
go
point.
fourth and 6. I'd rather go with Jake Elliott than go on it in 4th and 6.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
I'm right there with you. So, further am, was this his worst game of the season?
Yeah, I have to say it is. I'm going to have to chalk it up as the worst, even though it wasn't his worst pass completion. He had 2 worst pass completion games against the Packers, and then week 1 against the Lions. He actually had a worse pass completion percentage. I mean, he got over 315 yards in passing, but the 2 interceptions really hurt him, that's why he got knocked down to a 64 on his passer rating. So you're going to have to chalk this up as just not a good game for Jalen Hurts, but it doesn't mean that, I think everyone has a week in the NFL, lights out every single game. But he still found a way to prove that he's still MVP, I think.
Yeah.
Getting
Got
attacked
the
by a
win.
dog.
It wasn't Gardner Minshew. It was Jalen Hurts still.
Yep. So for me, I have to agree with AM here. I really do. The weather is one thing, but how many times did he go into double coverage? And so he was like, to me, it was just not a good game of his, but a win is a win. I'm happy with it. But here's another thing, too, why this game was bad. Why didn't Miles Sanders get the ball?
Yeah, they definitely need to give Miles the ball more often, man. Like they're definitely running Hurts way too much.
Well,
And that's
I
why
guess,
I got injured.
I guess their reasoning is that the run game didn't work because the 11 attempts they had, he only got 42 yards and couldn't even get 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, but you got to stay with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even make it 22.
And the times that they,
and the
the
average
times- I'm
probably
sorry,
would have
man.
gone up to 5 yards per carry.
and when they were running it was not the opportune time either. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And the way that they were running it.
So you blame the coaches, the offensive coordinator for this situation for calling
Yeah.
the plays?
Absolutely.
So he's the reason because it got to go all the way up to the
No, it
person
was
making all the
definitely
plays.
it was definitely a rough called game.
Yep. Yeah. Randy.
Yeah, I think he touched the ball once in the first half or in the first quarter or something like that. They were saying like it was,
3, anyways, is unacceptable.
right, exactly. Okay, but still, I know he's not the same player, but I'm just using it as a comparison just to Derrick Henry doesn't just run an average of 8 yards per carry, but the man is so predicated on pounding you with the ball that eventually by the third and fourth quarter, you're so beat up from wanting to hit this goddamn guy that you start taking bad angles and try to go for his feet, and then he just stiff arms you and away you go. Now, of course, that's a different player, but Miles Sanders is a quicker player than Derrick Henry, so he could get to those said spots a lot quicker and utilize his ability and elusiveness to get away quicker, but they don't use him enough. So I don't get it, but again, it was cold, but I've said it before on our show on Saturdays that they're running Jalen way too much, and eventually it was going to catch up to him. But Tony and his brother kept saying, and I know Halftime's going to join in the conversation in the chat, but we both were saying there's going to come a time where Jalen's not going to be able to give himself up, and there's going to be an unopportune hit, and look what happened. So I'm just use the guys we have, like Jerry said, bring up Trey Sermon, bring the fucking guy up, and let's go.
We played that one game with the Jaguars and did pretty well.
Exactly.
Yeah. They only used him once, man. What the hell? And he had a 12-yard carry.
Yeah.
What the hell?
See?
Yeah, wait, he got 19 yards and only 2 attempts during that Jaguars game, but they were 9.5 on average. So he ran
it was
over
ridiculous.
9 yards per carry. I don't understand why they wouldn't. utilize him again. His longest 14-yard rush.
I mean, unless
God.
like he's fumbling it in practice or something. I don't know.
Right? Right.
Oh yeah, that could be a big it factor. Yeah.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did the Bears have like the best rush defense or something? Like, isn't it up there? That is why they threw the ball more? Because that's what I've been hearing.
I don't know, man. But when it's windy, you got to run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
You know, they would have saved those interceptions for sure. And they didn't start running miles until like 27 minutes into the game or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just they keep on doing it time and time and time again. And Miles Sanders still got 1,000 yards rushing. So it's like, can you imagine if he got the ball more? He'll be like, what, like 1,400?
Actually, Mitch, to answer your question, they're one of the worst the worst rushing yard defense. They've allowed over 2,000 yards rushing.
Well, according to halftime, they have a real good run stop defense.
Well, if you look at the 49ers, they barely just have only allowed 1,000 yards rushing. And the Bears have over 2,000.
They've allowed 2,014 yards on the season.
Yeah, they've allowed
117
first downs, rushing first downs. They've allowed 24 TDs, rushing TD. Yeah, their rushing defense is horrible, and I don't understand why we didn't utilize our run game. Like Jerry said down below, I agree completely because I'm looking how awful their rushing defense is and how much they've given up. We should have ran down their throats the other day.
Well, they give up 143.9 yards per game, the Bears, and then you look at San Fran, 74.7. So, I mean,
yeah, I know you look at San Fran because they're like the best defense in the whole league, and they barely allow 1,000. They've only allowed 9 rushing TDs.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to change when we play them. We're going to kick their ass.
Wow, the Cowboys have only allowed 7 rushing TDs.
We're not bossing this, but real quick, is it safe to say that A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith are the best wide receiver duo in the league? Is it safe to say that? Because Devontae Smith is only 99 yards away from hitting 1,000 yards.
Oh, they're the best duo in the NFL, bro, for sure.
Okay.
What about Tyreek Hill and Waddle?
They're pretty good too, man.
Yeah, I think it's in between. I think honestly, I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill and Waddle here as number 1 and a close backup with A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. And the reason why I say that is I need Devontae Smith to get more TDs. This season, he's only got 5. Isn't that correct?
Yep. But, yeah, he is going to get more. Last year, he only had like 5 total.
Yeah, the Bengals got a good trio up there, though, with Chase, Higgins, and Boyd, too. So
yeah, they're up there.
I mean, you know, you got to have 2 now. You know what I mean? You got to have 2 number 1s now to even compete.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, look at the Giants. They don't have anybody. And they're basically full. Well, they did win, but it's not like
they got a pretty good tight end in Bellinger. I really believe in their finally the Giants have a tight end, and which has been a key missing factor for that team. They changed their tight ends so much in the Giants. I don't know why.
Their gameplay is weird, dude.
They really is.
And they really sneak up on people. They stretch out their game, you know what I mean? And they get to the end. That's how they do it.
They're scrappy too. Like they'll fucking claw and fight and bite, you name it, right?
Yeah, well, they run the ball a lot, so they keep the other offense off the field, so there's not high scoring. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, again, I don't know if I should bring this up again, but I might as well. Well, why are we not tackling? It's basically the weather, right? We did touch up on it, so we can all say it was just the weather, even though there were games before, that we could not make a tackle. So,
no, I'm going to say this has been a season-long issue. There's been games where it looks like there's potential that we've maybe gotten it taken care of, and then like you said, then there's another game where all of a sudden, we're missing tackles, and it takes 4 or 5 guys to take one receiver down, or because guys are taking wrong angles, and by that I mean like Job and Wallace and some of the younger guys. But yeah, like when it comes down to the brass tacks, come playoff time, they better start tackling, or else.
Yeah, for sure. What it probably is they get into a detail in practice, and they got their mind on that. You know what I mean? When they come into a game, and whoop, tackling goes out the damn window.
Right.
Yeah. So, AM, you got anything to say about this, or?
No, I mean, this is all on coaching. I hope he fixes it for the Cowboys game, because it reminded me a little bit of that Lions game week 1, where we just allowed the Lions to almost come back and beat us. It was just a close call there. And this is one of those situations again, and we better fix it, because the Cowboys games, it's going to only get harder, especially being a rivalry game in Dallas.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they got to fix it, and they got to fix it quick.
Now,
I think this game really means more to us than it does the Cowboys.
Yeah, I think because we want to clinch that divisional bye week.
Yes.
And it starts by winning this week. We win this week. I don't care about if our starters start for the rest of the year.
Yep.
Who gives a shit about the Saints?
As soon as we clinch, we can chill. You better believe our team's going to be hungry to sit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I was talking to Aiden.
Sorry. Plus, if those Cowgirls lose.
Go.
Plus, if those Cowgirls lose and the Giants win, they're only 1 game behind, baby.
We need the Giants. No, we need the Giants to win, because we need Vikings to lose.
That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Man, I'm dying.
I think the Vikings are frauds, dude.
Same.
I do too. I think they're just like
soft.
the Cowboys. When the December comes around and it's heading towards into postseason, they just freeze up.
Here's the thing, though.
Bro.
Kirk Cousins. It's Kirk Cousins at the end of the day. I mean,
that's it. You can get to him, it's over.
Fact.
Yeah, it really is. So, Hassan Reddick, the best defensive player in the NFL. AK has a hot take that Hassan Reddick will get 16 to 18 sacks by the end of the year.
Dude, I called that from the get-go when we got him. No, I did. I honestly did. And the reason is because he's a Philly native, and when they put him on this team, he wanted to show his family and all his friends, look, I'm on the Eagles now, baby. I can represent the team that I've always loved.
That makes sense. I forgot he was from Philly, honestly.
Yep.
Forgot about that. So, AM, is he the best defensive player in the NFL?
I'm going to say Nick Bosa is for the 49ers. I don't think Reddick's close. He's not the top defender in the league.
No, I don't think he's a top defender in the league either, but he's really good.
No, he's damn good.
He's up there.
He's top 5 definitely, and he can probably end up being top 3. But there's other defenders.
See how he finishes, man. Stats is where it's at.
Stats is where it's at.
I mean, but let's keep it a buck. The guy is the only player in the NFL ever to have 10+ sacks on 3 different teams.
Yeah, kudos, bro.
Yo, what's good, AK? Sounds like you're...
Spark it up, Sparky.
What's good, bro?
What's up? I had to stop in for a few minutes here. Had a few moments to swing through, so what's going on?
So,
chilling, man. How are you doing?
Perfect timing, because we were talking about how you said Hassan Reddick could get up to 16 to 18 sacks. So, is he
I said 18 to 20, sir.
Oh. Because I thought you said 16 to 18 at first.
No. Well, I said at the beginning of the year that Hassan could get 16. So did halftime. But I'm saying right now he could get 18 to 20 because he's only 6. Well, actually, no, he's actually less than 6. He's like, 5.5 away from 16.
Yes.
So, I mean, he can realistically get 16. And if he just has a really, really good game where he gets a little more than 3 sacks, it's possible he gets 20. So, just saying.
Well,
Yep.
who we play in the next few games? We got 3 games left, right?
We got Cowboys,
We
Saints.
got Cowboys, Saints, and Giants. And I believe
Yeah.
that
Oh, that's definitely doable.
break 20.
Yeah, that's definitely doable. I
Hell,
agree.
just next week against the Saints alone, bro, he should be able to get 3 or 4.
I don't know, man. These guys are going to be juiced up for Dallas, man.
Oh, yep.
I think we're like the
They're
Eagles
probably,
have done all
they're
season,
probably going to eat Dak for breakfast.
and like how we've literally found a way to win all season. We're gonna find a way to win using Gardner Minshew. I don't think we should be so worried about Gardner Minshew. I think he'll be just enough quarterback to get the job done.
I don't think he's playing.
I don't either. I think it's going to be Hurts.
Yo, did you not hear Hurts today in his presser? He was
He wants to play, dude. He's really pissed off.
Bro,
AK, I said this earlier. He's really mad about what Micah said and what the media has been saying about him.
Not even that alone, bro. Just his first question that he was asked, he's like, "Yeah, I'm playing." Like that came out of his mouth. He's like, "Yeah, I'm playing." And then the guy asked him a few questions later. He's like, "Can you throw?" He's like, "Yeah." Like, I mean, come on, man. He got hurt in the third quarter, and he still finished the game with 100 yards passing, throwing bombs. Like, I get it. He is hurt. But what is a sprain? You know, it could be a light sprain. Like,
he
nothing
finished
too
that game, and he
ridiculous.
just threw a bomb and the next play. Like,
don't get me wrong. He's in pain. But what is pain? I mean, dude, this kid is one tough son of a bitch. And if you think for 1 second he's going to let a little bit of pain stand in his way, I hardly doubt it. If he's
reporters have already said that when they covered him in Alabama, his pain tolerance is like through the roof. When other guys were like sitting there in the medical room getting like work done by trainers and stuff, they're like, "Where's Hurts?" They're like, "No, he's not on the field." Like, what? He treats this shit different. He takes care of his body very well.
Bro, I promise you, if Jalen Hurts shows up one Saturday morning and says, "I'm playing," they're going to let him play. They're not going to stop him. I mean, listen, there's too much at stake here for him, for this team, for everything, man. Like, did you see today, like, his MVP, he's already plus 500 behind Pat Mahomes because of the injury news? Like, he's already in second place behind Pat in Vegas because of it, which is dumb as shit. Like, come on, man.
I hope nobody bet on that.
Huh?
I hope nobody bet on that. They're gonna lose their money.
I will be very surprised if Minshew starts Saturday.
Me too. I agree.
Yep, I would agree too to that. So, hold on. You know they got T.Y. Hilton. They got T.Y. Hilton.
Right.
So,
joke.
Avonte Maddox on T.Y. Hilton. How do you feel about this? Is T.Y. Hilton washed? Because I think so.
He's old, dude. And when was the last time he played a game?
Back.
Did he play last? No, he did not.
He played a couple games for Indy last year, but he was out like the first half of the season. He came back for like a few games, and then I think he had like a hamstring injury or something like that.
Or like a concussion or something. I heard too. Or something like that.
something like that. Something took him out. Like 4 games into it, he was re-injured and taken back out. So.
Yeah, but I do. You're right. I do remember him playing last year, but not a lot.
Games. Yeah, and he didn't.
But do you really see him playing against us right away?
Well, if they need him, they might have to. Yeah,
I just don't see him being that lucrative of a wide receiver.
I don't either. I don't find
that they would have to put him in.
He's got to learn the offense. Even if they do put him in, he's got to learn the offense.
Exactly.
He's not going to be football ready. It's not a big deal.
Well, and not just that, but let's put it this way: is T.Y. better than
him and the quarterback too?
Is he better than the first 3 that are on that roster? I don't believe he is. So therefore, he probably isn't going to play. He's probably just like a depth signing to shut people up for missing Odell.
Facts.
I don't know. I think Odell might be signing there too.
Nah.
So he played 10 games last year, but he only caught the ball 23 times for 331 yards.
Wow. Rager had a better year.
And he's 33 years old.
Oh,
But my
really?
honest opinion about this Jalen thing, man, I believe Nick ran with it for the first couple of days because when the news broke, a lot of people started scheming for Minshew.
Yep.
And then you hear that thing today where he's like, no, I'm playing. Like, kind of made a joke about it. And when I sit here and think about it, I'm like, oh, man, that was brilliance. Like, they sat here and made you scheme the first 2 days for Gardner Minshew. And now Jalen Hurts drops a bomb. No, I'm going to play. And now it's like, oh, shit, now we have
They
to
don't know
rework
which way to
all of
go.
our shit. Yeah, now we got to rework all of our shit back to Jalen because we were scheming for Minshew the first 2 days. So it's like, dude, they lost a lot of prep work, and now it's like they got to restart. So it's like, hey, that's a pretty decent move.
They
It's smart.
still don't know because we're guessing it.
Hey, I heard it from Jalen's mouth, man. That's all I need to hear.
If you go
I
to
hear
the
you too, bro.
ESPN pick'ems right now, the game's split. The country's 50-50, complete 50-50 on this game, Eagles versus Cowboys.
Eagles are
Hey.
taking this one.
Hey, but I just gotta say, guys, it's Eagles and Dallas hate week. So I gotta ask you guys, why do you guys hate Dallas? Why do you guys hate the Dallas Cowboys? Forget the fact that they're our rival, yes, but what's the one reason that you hate the Cowboys? And
I'll tell you. I got it, dude. Well, number one, they've been like polishing this old turd of a trophy for 26 years and been throwing it in our face like every year that has not been that team. And for some reason they think that they're better than us and their team sucks. And Dak is not progressing. He's a turd, just like that trophy. And that's what I got to say about that.
All right. Further AM. AK, I'm going to let you go last because I know you got a lot to say.
No, actually, I don't.
Okay, I thought you had a lot to say.
No.
All righty then. AM, if you want to take it.
Man, it just goes all the way back to the 60s. They're just always the America's team, which just sounds silly to everyone except for them. They think they're the high and mighty, especially when you call yourself something like America's team, and just how cocky in their attitudes. And see, you got like these hit cowboy Texas fans down there, a bunch of rednecks, and then you got a bunch of Philly people that are a bunch of city slickers who've got, the asshole type New York style, Philadelphia mentality, and we're not going to take no shit from no one and go fuck themselves.
Yeah, right.
Simple as that. I mean, it just goes way back to 1960.
Randy.
America started with us, bitch.
That's right. Yeah, if you want to call America,
We're one of the original 13 colonies. Fuck off.
The first White House was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, the Constitution started
George
right
Washington
here, baby.
wasn't in the White House. George Washington was in Philadelphia.
That's
he was
right.
president
That
in
is true.
Philadelphia.
That is true. So,
The
Randy,
papers were
you got
inside
anything to
here,
say?
baby.
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Randy, if you got anything to say about this.
America, this.
Yeah, man. As being a diehard
yeah.
Philadelphia Eagles fan, like living in Canada, the media. The one reason I hate the Cowboys is the media always predicates itself towards that team, saying, "Oh, they're gonna go this far, and they're gonna go do this, and they're gonna go do." Dak is 1-3 in the fucking playoffs since 2016. So I mean, like, no, it's the amount of respect they give that team, the amount of disrespect that we seem to always get, is why I really fucking hate that team. Like, I mean, like, let's keep it a buck. Anybody got any footage? Oh, that's right, because no one's got any fucking VHSs to play back, to fucking look back at your guys' history.
That's right.
Yeah.
The dusting rag.
I threw away my VHS VCR.
AK,
Long
I'll
ago.
let you go, then I'll go last.
Decade.
Their argument to that now is it's on YouTube.
No,
Right.
it's not all the games.
No, not all of them.
Not all the games.
No, man, listen, I was born an Eagle fan. I raised myself as one, and I'll tell you, man, it just the Dallas thing comes with the territory. It is what it is, you know. You just grow to hate them for all the reasons these gentlemen have stated. You know, they each and every single person up here that said something, they all three kind of hit in certain areas, you know. So we hate them for multiple reasons, but
Yeah.
it's a fun love-hate relationship, I'll tell you that.
Now, for me, it was the first Eagles game I've ever watched. Okay. I was at my uncle's house. We were in the basement, and it was Eagles versus Cowboys. So whenever the Cowboys got the ball, even to snap, my uncle, my dad, my cousin, they were all boo, and I was like, all right, I guess I gotta hate this team. So it was like since that very first game I saw, I hate the Cowboys. I was definitely born into it. So
Yeah, I think we all were.
yeah. So I don't know if you guys seen the Birds of Broad Street thing last night, but Boys for Life kind of went on a huge rant, and here it is. Hold on, let me. You guys ready? Can you guys see it?
No, not yet.
All right, let me. Ready?
Cue it up, DJ.
Let me say this.
Be
Let me
quiet.
say this. Mediocrity. Before 2000, you've won 3 playoff games. After that, you've won 17. You've won 17 playoff games, bringing you a total of 20. You have not even touched the Dallas Cowboys, who've won 35 in their history. You haven't even touched 8 Super Bowls. You haven't even touched 5 Super Bowl wins. You haven't even touched 26 division titles. You haven't done any of
And
that stuff.
again, we're talking about the past here.
Nah, don't be trying to.
Let me
They got a touch of it, and then what they fired their head coach right afterwards.
Yeah, if they would have kept Jimmy Johnson, they would have won a shit ton
Idiots.
more.
Man,
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, bro, it must be nice to be able to talk about shit pre-1995.
Shit that was
I
before he
said
was
that in
born.
the clip. I was like, again, we're
I'm
talking
not
about
even,
past
I'm not
here.
even playing, bro. All those stats he just was talking about was 1995 and before.
How old was he when he was?
He was probably in diapers, bro.
I was one.
Either
Right.
that,
I was
or he was like a crusty in his dad's underwear.
Dude, I'm not even playing, bro. All those stats were 26 years old and longer. Like,
Right.
come on, man. That is,
I didn't know he lived through the 70s.
Like in the last 17, and like in the last like
disco fever over there.
in the last 17 years, they had three times they were in the playoffs and won a game.
Yeah. So,
that's kind of the point. Like,
so for me,
Horrible.
another reason is it's because of the fan base, because of what I just saw right there, or
Yep.
what I had to witness during that Broad Street. Oh my God, that was ridiculous. That was so ridiculous. But
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, my co-host
I mean,
is
they're
a
calling this
dipshit.
team America's team. They're calling this team America's team because they were broadcasted the most. All right, during a time they were on the TV the most, and that's how they gathered so many fans. But it ain't like that anymore. You know what I mean? They got, they got all the teams on, with the end zone, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they're not broadcasted the same anymore. Like, that shit's over. They're not America's team anymore.
Dude, I can tell you right now, that's why there will never be a revote, because if there was, they wouldn't be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like,
then who would?
dude, there's a lot of front runners that are on Dallas, that are Dallas fans. And there's no reason
I
why
don't
they should
honestly
even
know
be
who
Dallas fans if you live in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying?
I honestly don't know who would win that, man. You know, at one point, I thought it might be Green Bay. You know, then there was a point it was probably New England.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I have no idea, man. I know our fan base is very fucking huge.
You know,
I don't know. That would be
if
This
any-
interesting.
fucker,
if any team-
this fucker went and goes and says that shit, but yet, you know, we can go and find information too. And the Dallas Cowboys have won 7 times in the playoffs since 1995. 7. Get the fuck out of here. Fucking punk ass bitches.
Yeah, so enough of that, because we can talk about this all freaking day and night. But
For sure.
what are your predictions for this game? I mean, it's going to be a hard-fought battle, I feel like. So I'm going to go first on this one. I think most of you know where I'm going with. So I'm going to go with 28-21 Eagles. It's got to happen sooner or later. Come on now. Even if it's with Gardner Minshew.
Well, I'm
Because I'm
telling you right now, bro, Jalen Hurts is going to be playing this game, and he's going to come out, and it's going to be 42-17.
Yo, AK, you took my shit, brother.
I'm telling you right now, dude,
Yo,
Jalen's going to play, and the score's going to be
and-
42-17, and it's over.
And bro, they didn't play the same defense as last time
Nope.
because we got Sue now, and we got other dude. You know what I mean? This is a completely different defense now with them too.
I'm telling
We are
you, man.
monsters now.
I'm telling you. Watch.
We are Super Bowl champions coming up. Watch.
Yes. Randy, you.
Man, yeah. Like you said, either way, no matter if it's Gardner Minshew or if it is Jalen Hurts, I got the Eagles winning this game 32-21.
Okay. All right. Further AM.
I'm going with the Eagles on this one. I'm gonna go. Shoot. 27-21.
Okay.
And we be 14 and motherfucking 1.
Yo, what's up, Jalen Hurts, aka Jalen freaking Hurts?
It also depends who's going to be quarterback. Or is it going to be Jalen Hurts or is it going to be Minshew?
It's gonna be Hurts.
It's going to be Hurts. I'm
I think
telling
it's
you.
gonna be Hurts.
That's what they're saying.
Bro, you listen, man. Do you think for 1 minute that this kid's going to sit up there today and say, no, I'm going to play? If he wasn't going to play?
Yo, what up, Mac?
The coach could tell them that they don't want him to play.
Yo, Mac, what's good, bro? If Hurts anything less than 100%, no way he should he be playing. You need him for the playoffs. Minshew is good enough with your weapons to maintain the first seed. And from Serg, what is up, bro? Cowboys fans are scared because they're missing Haskins, their run stuffer, and their quarterback number 2, and will help Minshew a lot. Me. So that's what Jalen Hurts said.
Me motherfuckers.
Dude, listen, man, I'm telling you, like, the dude got injured in the third quarter and he was still slinging darts. Still slinging them. Like, I get it. He is hurting. Anyone would. That was one hell of a shot. Scared the shit out of me. Go watch my live. I'll tell you. It was not cool.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, like, there
He
is
said, "Milano, lift me the fuck up."
Exactly. Like there is having a sprain, but what is that degree of sprain? Is it a light sprain? Is it plus he's 23, man. His body heals so much fucking faster than all these other dudes right now because he's young. Like, I'm just saying, man.
Faster than me and you, AK.
I know, man. I'm just saying, man. Just watch it.
Yeah, he's playing.
So
We're gonna kick their ass.
I can't wait. I'm gonna be live with Cool Cat Connor. Oh my god, that's gonna be funny. I want the
If he
Eagles
does
to win.
not play,
Yeah,
bro, I
you
will
guys
be
got to break out the
mind-blown.
brooms.
No,
If he
I
does not-
want the
listen.
Cowboys to win, so Cool Cat can get Boys for Life's belt. So he'll have both belts, and then he's gonna wear the goat mask for when we win.
Dude, you know, this guy, he's going to be so pissed off with Dak Prescott at the end of this game.
yeah.
He's going to be calling for a trade.
Yeah.
Again.
But,
You know, Dak hasn't played too good in the December.
No, he hasn't played
Has
good at
not
all.
Total of 5 interceptions.
This whole year's been bad.
no, he's
Yeah.
talking about Dak.
That is awesome, man. I totally agree. Like I'm telling you, bro. If Jalen walks in that locker room on Saturday and says, "I'm suiting up," Nick is not gonna fucking argue with him.
No.
That's
But
what's up.
Just don't run the fucking ball heavy with him. Give it to Miles.
Exactly. Now that is the thing right there.
yeah,
You as a coach know that this kid is not 100%. Even if he comes to you on Saturday and says, "I'm ready to play," you as a coach, you are responsible. I don't want to
Yeah,
see Jalen running that fucking ball when you got Miles Sanders, who is a 1,000-yard back. Use him.
Yeah.
You
And
know,
bring up
like-
Sermon. God damn it.
I'm not even playing, bro. We all know Jalen Hurts can throw the football, so it's not the thing that he needs to run. He can throw, so just let Miles do the running and let Jalen pass. You know, like just he's a threat without having to use him. You know what I mean?
We fucking that ass with no lube tomorrow. Or Saturday,
Oh.
sorry.
God.
Like, we going straight in there. Them boys
Yeah.
gonna be screaming.
Straight up rug burn pushing.
Shout out to the 15 people in the chat. Really appreciate you guys. Make sure you subscribe to everyone here and subscribe to the Hardcore Sports Network. Link in the description. And give me a hot take. Anyone in the chat, give me a hot take.
Ooh, hell.
Darius Slay gets a pick 6 with 2 interceptions.
Oh, wait. We got one from Captain. 91-0. Okay.
God damn, did we injure their whole fucking team?
Did Kellen Moore play quarterback?
Right?
Oh,
Jesus.
oh my God. So,
6
AM,
sacks on Dak.
Ooh. Jerry's, I like that.
Yeah.
AM, can you have one?
I just said a pick 6 with Darius Slay, and then he gets 2 picks total. One of them being
Yo.
a pick 6.
And Brandon Graham gets his double digits.
That's
There
a
you
good
go.
one. How many sacks does he have now?
He's 1.5 away.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah. I got one. Devontae Smith will hit his 1,000 yards on the season. He's 99 away. So
Oh, cool.
he's going to do it this game.
My hot take is
Devontae Smith gets 3 touchdowns thrown by Minshew.
I can see that.
I can see that too. As long as Devontae Smith gets his 99 yards, I'm good.
my hot take is Dallas Goedert's going to get 150 yards and 2 touchdowns.
If Devontae Smith gets 3 TDs tomorrow, then I would claim the Devontae Smith and AJ Brown duo is the best in the league.
Okay. All right.
Easily.
Yes.
It's going to
Yeah.
be thrown by Hurts.
AK,
You're gonna put Minshew in the end because we kicked their ass so bad.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
and
Jerry.
then Uncle Rico would throw the ball over the mountains.
Put up a 40 burger.
Uncle
and
Rico,
put it
Uncle
in.
Rico's gonna put some extra beeswax on that mustache
Damn.
because they're gonna wax that ass.
All right. So this is a hot take for the game, right?
Yep.
I
We're
do
gonna
want to
get-
say one thing. The last time we did face the Cowboys, Dak Prescott wasn't playing, correct? It was Cooper
It was
Rush.
Cooper Rush.
Yeah.
And now it's going to be Dak Prescott. So I don't want to hear any excuses from Cowboys fans because that's their whole excuse for losing that game is, just wait till December and we'll have Dak back. Well, they don't got any more excuses.
That's mine, Ryan. Ryan, that is mine. I actually made a short about that yesterday. That is mine.
T Junior, what team is yours? The Bears?
Oh, it's this guy again. I don't know which team is his, but AK, what was your hot take?
So it's just for the Cowboys game, right?
Correct.
All right. Riddick hits his 18 sacks in this game.
Holy shit!
That guy's a
What does he have
retard.
now? What
He's
is
got
he?
12.
I think he needs 4.5.
He's got
No,
12.
he's at like I thought he was at 13.5.
No, he's
Or
at 12.
12.5. I mean 12.5.
No, he's at 12. I just looked at
Well,
the stats
that's fine.
before I came on.
12? Okay.
Well, then never mind. Not 18. He'll get to 16.
Okay.
I thought he was at 13.5, which would have made it a little bit more easier. But
We got
No.
AJ Brown with 123 yards. That's not much of a hot take since last game he had 189.
Micah Parsons got 13. He's got 12.
oh, okay.
I hate Micah Parsons.
Yeah, he's still gonna pass him this game.
Yeah. That's insane. But hey, thank you all for coming for MK Headlines episode number 57, Eagles versus Dallas 8 week. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to everybody. And if you guys have anything to say,
EAGLES, let's
Yes,
go.
Eagles.
actually, wait, I'm glad you did that.
Oh,
Mine-
God, cover your ears.
Just be careful. Be careful. AK left. Dang it. There you have it, guys. If you guys have anything to say about the game or just closing out, go for it. Randy, I'm going to start with you.
I just hope that everybody stays healthy and that if, in fact, Jalen does play, that he, when in doubt, just throw the ball away, bro. Don't risk any further injury. If Gardner ends up playing, then wish him the luck and go out there, Uncle Rico, and aim for the top of those hills, bro.
All right. Further AM.
Screw the Dallas Cowboys. Go Birds.
Fucking right.
Yes, sir. And for me, the last thing I got to play something. I'm going to play this again. Can you see it or not yet?
I can see it.
I can say.
All right. Randy, you can?
Say this.
Be
Let me
quiet.
say this. Mediocrity. Before 2000, you've won 3 playoff games. After that, you've won 17. You've won 17 playoff games, bringing you a total of 20. You have not even touched the Dallas Cowboys, who've won 35 in their history. You haven't even touched 8 Super Bowls. You haven't even touched 5 Super Bowl wins. You haven't even touched 26 division titles. You have not done any of
And
that.
again, we're talking about the past here.
Don't be trying to.
And again, since 1995, the Dallas Cowboys have won 7 playoff games.
And you know what's
7.
funny? Simone called that team mediocre. So Simone said, "Oh, boys for life."
Go right on, Simone.
Yeah, she
We
should
got
follow me
you.
on Twitter.
I just can't wait for next week when we do the show again and we can talk about victory over the Cowboys.
Oh my God!
I might have to get me a
cannot-
nice fat cigar just so I could smoke it during the show to say,
I know, right? Because we'll be all celebrating because we're going to have the divisional bye week. Screw
Yes.
the Vikings.
Yes.
We
Yes.
get to sit back and relax now and think
Right.
about the playoff picture, who we're going to face.
Exactly.
All right, guys.
Thanks to the 9 that are left in here. Appreciate it.
Yeah, we had as high as 17 people in here, so really
on.
appreciate
That was
everyone.
amazing, yeah.
for
Shout out
stopping
to our
in.
guests today, Jerry and AK. Appreciate you guys coming through.
Yeah,
It
make
was
sure
nice.
you go hit up them on YouTube and sub to everyone up here and give a like. We're all live, so
Yeah,
definitely
just to
make
let
your
you guys
rounds.
know,
Thank you,
I
everyone.
am going live at 7:30 for the Knicks versus Warriors game. So if you want good basketball, hopefully come hang out with me. Oh, because I hate the Knicks. I want them to lose. So I want that end streak to end, winning streak. But yeah, guys, we'll catch y'all later. Have a
Are
good
you
one.
going live with anyone else, or is it just you?
Just me.
Okay, I got you. Cool, man.
All right, ready?
Go Birds!
Go Birds.
Birds.
We're out. Peace.
Because I'm a stud. I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit from anyone. I smoke my stogie anywhere I want. I don't have to find a hideout place like you.